Hi, I'm Wyatt Cash at Scoop News Group, and we're here at the Public Sector Innovation Summit with Will Jones, Senior Vice President at Carahsoft. Will, thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, it's great to be here. Thank you.
Well, let me start by asking, what would you say are the key drivers of digital transformation within the public sector today?
Well, I think why we're in a very interesting time and place for digital transformation because of the COVID pandemic. Agencies and companies had to move very, very quickly into a remote environment, and digital transformation is part of that, underlying infrastructure that makes those things happen in the speed that they were required to happen. So I think that the drivers today are the pandemic. Tomorrow, it's going to be something else. So it is very interesting to be very closely aligned with the technology companies that were part of this digital transformation journey that had to happen very quickly.
Well, I know you work with a lot of agencies. How would you say that they've evolved to support the work of personnel working from literally anywhere today?
They, the IT modernization efforts within our federal government agencies, within our state and local agencies, they have been on a journey, and with the, move to a remote workforce, again, technology needed to be embraced, I think, at a speed in which maybe made some people uncomfortable, but at the same time, again, completely necessary for jobs to get done, missions to get done, and remote workers to be efficient, right? Not only do you have to be remote and be able to work, but you have to be efficient and get things done. I mean, the work of these agencies is critically important, as we all know, and their ability to embrace technology and move quickly has been amazing to be a part of.
Well, as we think about transformation, talk to me a little about the importance that application modernization plays in the public sector and its efforts to complete its transformation journey.
Sure. Application modernization has been fully embraced by a number of agencies within the federal space and the state and local space as well. We partner with VMware, and they are a huge app modernization. They have a great app modernization solution. The move and the gap that's being filled with app modernization has been rather amazing. The importance of not only now building apps within a cloud native environment, but also modernizing existing applications, right? Again, part of this IT modernization journey that these agencies are going through, and now their ability to embrace this new technology, right? Cloud native applications, right? This is a cutting edge technology that the government must embrace, and they have. So it's critically important. Application modernization is one of the key drivers that's going to lead these agencies into the future.
Absolutely. And then maybe lastly, how should public sector organizations think about security in the wake of some of the very recent major breaches in and out of government?
Right. Very, very scary things that we see all too frequently, in my opinion. With the embrace of technology, security absolutely has to happen on these now critical edges, right? The edge devices that are now being deployed en masse across all of these federal and state and local agencies. We've been talking about the embrace that the government has had on technology, but it comes at a price, right? You have to be secure. And if you are not secure, it's going to be in the Washington Post. It's going to be in FedScoop News. Nobody wants to have their data, out there. The security of the data, the security of your edge is critically important. I think a lot of the work being done within the federal government in terms of, mandates and policies around security, I think are getting better and tightening up. But again, it just, the old saying, right? It only, the bad guys have to just get by once versus all of the protections that are in place, right? So it's a challenge, but I think not only right is the government, but the industry, like Carahsoft supporting them in that space. But security is not, it's not an option anymore. It's critically important to the success of the mission of many of these government agencies.
Mm-hmm. Well, Will Jones, thank you so much for taking time to join us here at the summit and for sharing some of your insights on IT modernization and digital transformation.
Thank you, Wyatt.